Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính, together with leaders and officials of China and ASEAN countries, attend the opening ceremony of the 20th China-ASEAN Expo and China-ASEAN Business and Investment Summit in Nanning City, China Guangxi Province on September 17th morning.
Speaking at the ceremony, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính emphasized that the 20th China-ASEAN Expo, CA Expo, and China-ASEAN Business and Investment Summit, or CABIS, are important and prestigious events on economic trade and investment cooperation of the ASEAN and China business community. After 20 editions, they have become a symbol and guiding flags of economic trade and investment cooperation between China and ASEAN to strengthen the bilateral cooperation and take advantage of the CA Expo and CABIS mechanism to bring practical benefits to regional countries. The Prime Minister proposed strongly promoting bilateral trade in a balanced and sustainable manner, striving to turn ASEAN into China's first trading partner with trade value exceeding $1 trillion. He affirmed that Vietnam is an active member contributing to the overall success of 20 CA Expo and CABIS editions. This year, Vietnam's trade pavilion has the largest scale with the participation of 120 businesses displaying diverse and quality products in areas that Vietnam is strong in and is highly complementary to the Chinese market.
Inter-Parliamentarian Union's President Duterte Pacheco has called the 9th Global Conference of Young Parliamentarians, which wrapped up in Hanoi on September 16, a success and low Vietnam throughout preparation for the event.
The Inter-Parliamentary Union President told the press following the conclusion of the 9th Global Conference of Young Parliamentarians that the event brought together 500 young parliamentarians, including more than 300 foreigners, the biggest ever number. Mr. Pacheco expressed his impression on the maturity of the young parliamentarians in general and those from Vietnam in particular, who are not just realizing the problems but also appointing solutions. Notably, young Vietnamese parliamentarians are given space by the National Assembly, the party and the state to carry out their plans. He stressed lauding their contribution to the country's dynamic development.
Fruit and vegetable exports are poised for a record revenue of $5 billion this year, driven by favorable conditions from the beginning of this year, according to the statistic of the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development.
Fruit and vegetable exports were estimated at $3.45 billion in the first 8 months of this year, an increase of 57.5% over the same period last year, and even exceeding the record value of $3.81 billion set in 2018. With the rapid growth registered from the beginning of this year, many were optimistic that the fruit and vegetable export would hit a new record of $5 billion. Protocols that Vietnam signed with China in 2022 have Vietnam's fruit and vegetable export to be robust this year.
Hạ Long Bay Cát Bà Archipelago recognized as World Nature Heritage. Colorful UK Festival in Ho Chi Minh City. Hạ Long Bay Cát Bà Archipelago in the northern province of Quảng Ninh Province and neighboring Hải Phòng City has been officially recognized as a World Natural Heritage. The United Nations Education, Scientific and Cultural Agriculture UNESCO announced the news in subscription of the Vietnamese side to the list at the 14th sessions of the World Heritage Committee in Saudi Arabia. Arabia on September 16. Hạ Long Bay Cát Bà Archipelago is Vietnam's first inter-provincial UNESCO list World Heritage Site. Cát Bà Archipelago in the northern port city of Hải Phòng is the largest limestone archipelago of the country. It includes over 360 islands, including Cát Bà Island to the south of Hạ Long Bay. The archipelago had earlier been recognized as UNESCO as a World Biosphere Reserve. UK festival, an event to celebrate the 50th anniversary of diplomatic ties between the UK, United Kingdom and Vietnam, and the 30 years of the British Consul operating in the country, took place in Ho Chi Minh City on Saturday. A series of the cultural activities was organized to celebrate the rich tapestries of the UK-Vietnam partnership as well as UK culture and arts.
The UK festival offers a unique opportunity to explore the United Kingdom's contributions and deep connection with Vietnam. A music night with a performance by the legendary 911 band and Vietnamese artists including Chili's and Vũ Thanh Vân, as well as talented DJs Psycho and Mean Daniel, blew up local youngster minds. It's amazing to enjoy such a wonderful event with my close friend.
I can feel the harmony of two countries' cultures here, and I also have more information on UK-Vietnam cooperation over the past time.
In addition, booths at the festival also saw an array of British products hailing from popular brands in retail, healthcare, and financial services. After festivities in Ho Chi Minh City on September the 16th, the event will come to Da Nang on October the 16th